light.
Hi everyone, happy Easter, and this is Maureen of Amari Baking Center. We're live here on Jordan Road in Riruta area. Join me please, let's learn how to decorate. Here with Ellie, my sister.
Hello.
Hi, in this Easter Good Friday, people.
No, it's not Happy Easter. Yeah, it's
Yes.
Good Friday.
Happy Good Friday. Well, I guess we can say Happy Good Friday today.
You can't say Happy Good Friday.
Have a lovely Good Friday today. Okay then, so today we'll be talking about how to decorate. We'll be doing some piping. But first and foremost, before we start, I want to tell you a few things. One, we're having a class in Nyeri in April from the 23rd. So if you're in the Mount Kenya region, please make sure you sign up by the 20th and join us. It'll be fun. 7 days, we'll be having Evelyn Gishuki of Purple Sugar Craft teaching people how to make a beautiful rose and how to do a teddy bear. So don't miss out. And yes, this class is for beginners or even if you're intermediate level, whichever. So just inbox us and we'll leave a link on this on details on the class.
Jen says hi, Maureen and
Hi,
Ellie.
Jane.
Happy Easter.
Is it Jane Mambui Masharia?
Yes.
Hi Jane. Jane is our instructor here, so thank you so much for joining us. And the second thing I want to tell people, we'll be having a wedding cake and stacking class April 10th, also 9th and 10th. So please join us 2 days, learn how to stack, crumb coat, decorate a wedding cake. It'll be so much fun. 6,500. I will leave details. Anyone joining us? Please. Lots of likes, lots of loves. Say hi, say something, okay? Thank you very much. So hope you enjoy this Easter. I will not be showing you how to stack on a live, by the way. The reason is I want you people to join me on April 7th at the Junction, okay? The Cake Festival will be holding what we call a Cake Festival Extravaganza, and I'll be showing people how to stack a cake there. So make sure you join me, okay? Please, please join me. Anyone else joining us? People, where are you? Please join me. Please make sure you join me on this Good Friday. I know people might be traveling, but even if you come later, please make sure you leave some comments so that we can hang out and you can learn a whole lot. Okay then? So today I'll be using American buttercream. There's different types of buttercream frosting, and I like using American buttercream. It's the most common. It's icing sugar, butter, or margarine, and maybe a little bit of milk. So I'm going to leave that recipe again on this repost, or on this post, or on this live. So make sure you can check it out and see what it is we're doing, okay? So there's different types of buttercream. There's Swiss meringue, there's Italian meringue, but today I'll be using American buttercream. So I'll be showing you how to decorate using the star tip, my favorite star tip number 18. I'm going to show you just some extra borders and how to do them, so you can be using them for your cake decoration, or you know, practice them at home before you do something, so that you can have different borders that you use in your cake. Okay, so we'll be starting. So like I showed you, this is our star tip. Today I have some blue American buttercream, star tip number 11. Okay, so I'm going to start with what we call the C border. Okay, and it's just like making C's and attaching them together. So make sure when you're holding your buttercream, you hold it with one hand. This is the hand that will be squeezing. This hand is supposed to help guide you on how you're going to do your borders. So basically what we're doing is making little C's and then taper off with a little tail. See, taper off with a tail. When you're starting off, you press a lot, curve, and then finish off with a tail. Okay, that is how we do it. So I'll repeat one more time, and you can just use a cake board or just a plate or a tray and do your little C's. Okay, so little C's with a tail, little C's with a tail. Okay, and that's how you do it. So one more time. So if you do a board, make sure it's like a shiny board that you're able to scrape off so easily, and you can be able to start again. And that's why I like practicing these on the side, because you're able to just remove the buttercream and just scrape off. So before I scrape, maybe you can look at them this way. All right, awesome C border you can do on a cake, whether it's round or square. You can just do that Anyone joining us? Anyone saying hi?
Ellen McChenny
Hi,
says,
Ellen.
finally today, Ellen.
Oh, hi, Ellen.
Finally today, I'm on time for this one. She says.
Yeah, good job. Hi, thank you for joining me on this Good Friday because it's a good one.
And Maria Mahine Sharif. She says, Happy Easter.
Thank you. Happy likes, lots of love. All right, we hope more people will be joining us. So wipe it off. And then, and every time you put some margarine, buttercream frosting, make sure you massage it so it doesn't have so much air bubbles. It might have some air bubbles, but we'll see what happens. So I just showed you a C border. Now I'm going to show you sort of a reverse C border where you do a C and then you do the opposite of that C. Okay, so it's reverse C border. You do a C and then you reverse the motion. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that again. C, and then you go the opposite side. And there we go, there are my bubbles. So you see what bubbles do to your borders. They can really ruin them. So you want to make sure you don't have any. Okay, here's more. Let me do another one. Those bubbles just pop your borders. Okay, so there you go. Make sure every time you taper off with like a tail, like so. Okay, so next time I'm going to be careful with my borders. So take a look over there as I add some icing. Okay, I'm going to scrape those off right now and do more. So we just did a C border and then a reverse C border. Really nice on cake. Anyone joining us on this Good Friday? If you like what we're doing, make sure you hit those love bubbles, hit those like bubbles. We appreciate them greatly. Say hi. What are your plans for Easter? Share. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of buttercream just make sure you massage. Usually I just kind of massage and break any bubbles that you're seeing in there, just so that it doesn't pop when I'm doing my border. You can imagine doing a border on a cake and then it starts popping. It can be really, really annoying. Very annoying. Alright, so clean out your board and start again. Anyone joining us?
Nimsy says hi. I'm late.
Hi, Nimsy. You're not too late. You haven't missed too much. And I promise I'll repeat a little bit for anybody who missed. So now I want to do what we call a rope border. It's like sort of a rope connecting each other. So you want to make little shells that overlap and come from each side. Okay, so it's like making little shells and just making sure they're overlapping and crossing each other. And then when you finish, make sure you cover that end like that, so it looks like a little rope. So I'll do it again. So just shells that are diagonal, starting one side, then you go to the other, left and right, left and right. So I'll finish that there. Make sure when you're finishing you cover it really nicely. So let me do another one. So shells that are left and right. Now try not to pull so much like I am, so it doesn't have little tails left. So you have to watch out for those tails. Okay, there you go. So there's my little ropes. I especially love that one. Really pretty. Anyone joining us, say hi.
Butchere. Nyabuta says hello.
Hi, Butchere, meeting, like, it's nice to see you again.
Ryan Yeager.
Hi, Ryan.
Gertrude.
We're just saying hi. Hi.
Gertrude Bogo. They all say hi.
Hi, everyone. On this lovely Easter beginning of Easter weekend. At least those who work are lucky because they're off. Aren't you excited? Yay. If you're excited, if it's Easter, love bubbles. Lots of love bubbles. Any love bubbles we're getting over there?
Lots of love bubbles.
Yay! Thank you. massage this bag, okay, to kill those bubbles, because let me tell you, it mess up your icing or your borders, especially on a cake. Okay, so we have done a C, we have done a reverse C, we have done a rope. I will repeat. Now I'm going to do, I don't know the name of this one, so I'm just going to show you. So it's like an S. So I do an S, and then I do a dot, and then I do an S going this way. A dot, and then an S on the opposite side. So you just do S's on reverse sides. Okay, so let me start again. A proper S, a dot, and then an S on the other side, like a reverse S, and another one. So these are nice on large cakes, very, very nice on large cakes. And if you have a bigger star tip, the better. They come out really nicely, and the key to this is just making sure you're applying enough pressure so they look really nice. So take a look at those, looking really, really, really nice. Yeah. All right, so how many people like that one? Lots of likes for that. Any comments, feel free.
Just hi Amari from Ellen and Jenny.
Hi Ellen, thank you for saying hi. So I'm using American buttercream for this. That is icing sugar and butter. If you don't have butter, use margarine, a little bit of milk, and you're good to go. I'll be making sure I leave that link to that recipe so that you can all see it. Okay, so I'll be doing another one. So those are the main ones I was showing you. So I'm going to do them one more time for anybody who just joined me, so you can take a look at them. Okay. So massaging my little bag, because you know, bubbles, not your friend. So I did C border, reverse C, then I did a rope, and then I did my little S border. Okay, Jane calls it a G clef, so we can call it a G clef too. All right, so I'm gonna do like one of each so we can see how I did them. And then you can always practice, and if you need to, just go back, replay this, so you can go home and do it. And homework, people, please, let's go back and do these things. Anybody who goes and practices these borders and posts on this post this coming week, I'll give you something. I'll be generous. Okay, so C border. Hold on, sorry. C. C border. So you start off sort of pressing a lot, and then you finish off with a tail, like so. So with the reverse C, I'm just going to do a C, and then I go the other side. I do one side, and then I do the other side. One side, and then the other. Like so. Okay, so that's my reverse C. Then I did a rope. Okay, so this is my rope. Just little shells going one side to the other. Shells going one side, then the other side. So if you have a cake that has enough space, like a large cake, you're able to do these. And the bigger the tip, this is a number 18 star. You know, if it's a bigger one, it's so much better. Okay. All right, and finally, I did my little G clef or S. So I do like an S that's reversed and a dot, and then I do like an S the right way, and then a dot, and then reverse the same thing, and a dot. There we go. So that's how we did that. Take a look at it. Any questions? Anyone joining us? Anyone on Easter break? Feel free to comment on what you're up to. Okay? So, bonus. I will be finished off with a bonus today. So, the G clef or the S I just did, I'm going to show you how to do it with another tip right here. So this is a small round tip, okay? Round number 3. Round tip number 3. It's a small tip for writing and also does some thin borders, okay? So basically just what I taught you, like the reverse S, like so. I got a little wobbly at the end. And then this other way. So basically the little S's we're doing, just the beginning and the ends are really, really defined. And then you do a dot. So they come out really, really nice. Okay? So I'll do it again. Define your S really nicely and then do a dot. And then the other side. And a dot. Alright. So it's just continuous. Oh, wrong side. It happens. So a proper S. So see, even when you're used to it, sometimes it doesn't come out the way you want. So you have to keep practicing this often. So S and a dot, reverse S and a dot. And the more you practice with these, by the way, the better they get. Okay, anyone joining us? Anyone saying anything? You're all really quiet today. Why is that? Say hi. Even if you join us later, make sure to say hi. Let me know what you think of these borders. Alright, so this is at least a little bit better. Okay, so these are perfect if you're doing a border, but you have to make sure your edge is really, really nice. You have to have an edge that doesn't have a lot of brown spots, a really, really perfect edge. So by the way, I could do that next time. I can just kind of do a small tutorial on how to find some really, really nice sharp edges. Maybe that'll be nice. Any comments? No comments. So sad. Today people are so quiet. Maybe people will join me later. There are SG clef borders. Okay? So I think I'll be winding down today. Anyone want to say something? Feel free. Say hi. Tell me you're still there. I have a lean crowd today. No one. Goodness. So I guess I will not be giving out any presents today because there's no one to give presents to. Alright then. Well, I guess we can call it a day. I'll wait one more minute to see if anyone's there. If not, we'll give away presents next time. Maybe we'll have more of a crowd next week. Make sure you join me. I'll be doing something to do with